know that's early for Saturday, but don't worry, you should be done by 9 p.m.
Number 10, What's in the Bottle, Kid? The Boss Baby. With a film that essentially gives the baby the mind of an adult, you're bound to get a few jokes like this one.
I can handle him. I know how important this mission is to the company.
Mission?
Well, trust me, ma'am. You've got the right baby for this job.
Hands up, double baby!
Fart poop duty!
There's a scene where Boss Baby explains his identity to Tim. After a long day of being the boss, he lounges around in his diapers, socks, dress shirt, and tie.
Give me a double espresso and see if there's some place around here with decent sushi. I'd kill for a spicy tuna roll right about now. Get yourself a little something.
We half expect a risky business dance number here, but alas. Boss Baby unlocks a safe, grabs a baby bottle and a cocktail shaker to make his drink, and kicks back with his beverage for the evening.
Called efficiency, Templeton. The average toddler spends, 45 hours a year on the potty? I'm the boss. I don't have that kind of spare time.
We're not claiming there's anything other than milk in the bottle, but it is pretty suspicious that it's kept in a vault. Just saying.
You're the boss of me.
I am the boss of you.
No, you're not.
M2.
Are not.
M2.
Are not.
M2.
Are not.
M2.
Are not.
M2. M2.
I was here first.
Number 9, euphemisms at their finest. Kung Fu Panda. In any martial arts movie, there's sure to be a fair bit of bruising.
Let's begin.
Funnily enough though, Poe's defeat here doesn't come from another martial artist so much as it does from the training hall. Poe is thrown around like a rag doll, and for the gauntlet of Wooden Warrior's finishing move, Poe is hit in the crotch.
This'll be easier than I thought.
Now, there are a lot of genteelisms one might use to describe the anatomy in that area, but Poe opts for
my tenders.
We wonder just how many kids understood what he was referring to.
How did I do?
There is now a level 0.
Number 8, Incestuous Bees. Bee movie. In case you missed out on bee biology in school, we'll give you the rundown.
Barry, why don't you use the stairs? Your father paid good money for those.
Sorry, I'm excited.
Here's the graduate. We're very proud of you, son. And a perfect report card. All bees.
The male bees mate with the one queen bee, which essentially means that the queen is everyone's mother.
Now, from what I understand, doesn't your queen give birth to all the bee children in the hives?
Yeah, but...
So those aren't even your real parents.
Oh, Barry.
Yes, they are.
The lineage gets kinda complicated, but the bottom line is that in a movie where bees, like Barry's parents, couple up, their relationship is a little closer than strictly necessary. The creators of the movie are definitely aware of this because there are a few incest jokes, with possibly the funniest one at the beginning.
Hey!
That girl was hot.
She's my cousin.
She is?
Yes, we're all cousins.
Right, you're right.
Adam says he thinks one of the bees is hot, and Barry reminds him that they're cousins.
I think bees make too big a deal out of it.
Perhaps, unless you're wearing it and the ladies see you wearing it.
Those ladies? Oh, aren't they our cousins too?
Distant.
Number 7, cursing, but make it PG. Madagascar.
You maniac! You burned it up! Darn you! Darn you all to heck!
Cursing is one of those things writers of children's content often need to get a little creative with, and as adults watching these films, it's always fun to see what they come up with.
Marty! Alex!
In Madagascar's scene on the beach where Marty and Alex reunite, Marty quickly realizes that Alex is a little less than happy to see him. He turns the other way, muttering,
Oh, sugar honey iced tea!
Martin!
Hey, hold up!
I'm gonna kill you!
Hold up! Whoa!
You come here!
Whoa! Wait.
This is a pretty specific way to swear, but it all makes sense when you isolate the first letter of each word. Yeah, pretty clever, guys. There's also another instance where Marty exclaims "Mother" after Melman gives him a pretty odd birthday gift.
Thermometer! Thanks. I love it, Melman. I love it.
Yeah, I wanted to give you something personal. You know, that was my first rectal thermometer.
It's a little less creative than the first one, but you know, it still gets the point across. Number 6, Lola, Shark Tale. While gold digging isn't the most obscene thing that could be put in a children's movie, it usually is a concept depicted in content directed at more mature audiences.
All your friends are inside.
Not all my friends.
You mean that little bottom feeder from the whale wash? Forget about her. She's a nobody.
When we're first introduced to Lola, her motives are made obvious with the way her head turns after hearing the word millionaire spoken about Oscar.
Oscar, the millionaire, the millionaire, the millionaire, the millionaire.
If things weren't clear enough, Gold Digger by Ludacris, Bobby V and Lil Fate plays in the background during her intro, something that'll have adults in stitches but go right over the kids' heads.
She's a gold digger. She's dangerous, super bad. Better watch out, she'll take the cash. She's a gold.
Nice bet.
Another subtler joke is the sushi bowl scene where one lone sushi chef can't attract any customers. We'd feel bad for him if not for the fact that he's a fish trying to sell sushi to other fish. Number 5, the reason Gobber never got married, How to Train Your Dragon 2. After 20 years of Velka being gone and Stoic fearing the worst, their reunion scene is nothing short of touching.
I know what you're gonna say, Stoic. How could I have done this? Stayed away all of these years, and why didn't I come back to you?
Stoic becomes, inopportunely, exactly the meaning of his name, and is stunned into silence. Valka, on the other hand, begins rambling off apologies and explanations about why she never returned.
What sign did I have that you could change, Stoic? That anyone on Burke could? I pleaded so many times to stop the fighting, to find another answer, but did any of you listen?
The tension is palpable, leading Gobber to say,
"This is why I never married. This and one other reason."
Reading between the lines here, we can conclude that this second reason is simply Gobber being gay. There isn't much to speculate about here, considering that it was confirmed by screenwriter Dean DeBlois.
I didn't marry you for your cooking.
I hope not. Her meatballs could kill more beasts than a battle axe. I've still got a few knocking around in here.
It's a very quick line, and we would have loved more overt representation, but it's still nice that it was included. Number 4, a joke for the history buffs, Chicken Run. Quite possibly the greatest line in this entire movie is one uttered by Fowler. To be honest, most of the best dialogue in Chicken Run comes from Fowler, but we digress.
Let her go!
Rick, the turnip's bought it.
In the scene where Rocky announces that he's from America, Fowler has this to say.
Poppycock! Pushy Americans, always showing up late for every war. Overpaid, oversexed, and over here.
In case you're not one for history, the wisecrack here is about World War II and the United States' relatively late involvement.
Yeah, with you so far. Chicken farm, chicken.
I don't like the look of this one. His eyes are too close together.
Fowler, please.
And he's a Yank.
And the second half of the jibe? Well, that one's definitely not for the kiddos.
That Yank is not to be trusted.
That Yank is our ticket out of here.
And the pig says to the horse, "Hey, fella, why the long face?"
Number 3, the cold, hard truth. Captain Underpants, the first epic movie. When George and Harold end up in Mr. Krupp's office, the room is put on lockdown with his new state-of-the-art door, and Krupp mentions that it was worth cancelling the arts and music program in order to obtain it.
Wow, that's an expensive door.
It was a choice between the magnetic automatic door closer and the music and arts programs. Pretty sure I made the right choice.
Whereas we doubt this is the case for most principals of schools, it isn't uncommon to hear about higher-ups pocketing already limited school funding or spending it in ways that don't actually benefit students.
Principal Crumb here with an announcement. This Saturday is the mandatory Invention Convention.
Yes! That's the third Saturday this month!
Plus, when it comes to budgeting, the arts are always hit the hardest. This is arguably a joke meant more for teenagers in high school, who might have experienced this kind of thing firsthand, but anyone aware of this sad reality will definitely get a kick out of it too.
You must be here with your inventions at 8 a.m.
Is there no justice?
I know that's early for Saturday, but don't worry, you should be done by 9 p.m.
Number 2, almost caught. The Road to El Dorado. How this even made it to the final cut, we have no idea.
Whoa! No! Big trouble!
This completely went over our heads when we were younger, but watching the scene back as adults is a lot more telling. Chell sends Miguel off to explore the city, meanwhile she and Tulio get up to a little flirting.
I'm not really asking you to trust me, am I?
Okay.
Yeah.
Things must have escalated though, because a little while later, they end up on the floor together, just out of frame. What sounds like kissing noises can be heard, but when Chell rises, it seems as though she was positioned rather low on Tulio's body.
Whoa!
My lords? Hello?
High Priest. What's he gonna think if he finds one of the gods like this with me?
What's more, if Tulio's expression doesn't give him away, we don't know what will.
Lucky god?
Just.
Hello?
Oh!
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honourable mentions. Kiss My Artichoke, Wallace and Gromit, The Curse of the Were-Rabbit.
Kiss my baby!
Yes, another time, perhaps.
Kiss my potato!
Not now.
Kiss my artichoke.
Sarcasm sounds like Trolls.
Do you know anything about romance?
Of course, I'm passionate about it.
Really?
Don't you know anything about sarcasm?
I think I had a sarcasm once.
Frankincense, myrrh, and something else, we're sure. Shrek the Third.
He's up on the range.
Hello, bro. Don't burn all my frankincense and myrrh.
Number 1, Little Farquaad, Shrek. There are a lot of adult jokes in Shrek, but here are a few of our faves. The first has to be when Shrek and Donkey arrive at Lord Farquaad's ginormous castle. Shrek muses over whether Farquaad might be compensating for something else.
That must be Lord Farquaad's castle.
That's the place.
Do you think maybe he's compensating for something?
The brilliance of this quip is that there's one for kids, Farquaad's height, and another for the adults. There are also a few racier examples, one of them being in Robin Hood's ballad.
Wicked down. I like an honest fight and a saucy little maid.
What he's basically saying is he likes to get
paid.
Grown-ups understand what the real lyric was supposed to be, while kids are none the wiser.
Man, that was annoying.
The other gag is a reference to Snow White's living conditions, where Lord Farquaad's mirror says she isn't easy.
Bachelorette number 2 is a cape-wearing girl from the land of fancy. Although she lives with 7 other men, she's not easy. Just kiss her dead, frozen lips and find out what a live wire she is.
This was a 2001 movie, so we suppose we'll let it slide. This time. Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from MsMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.